lost the race because of you.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean
An
to.
imaginary girlfriend, flamethrowers. This is exactly why I don't bring you along to these things.
help.
I don't need your help. I don't want your help.
I stayed quiet for years. Instead of accepting the truth, I kept lying over and over. I'm not proud to admit that I pretended Cars 2 was a masterpiece for most of my life.
You what?
But I'm finally ready to confess about Cars 2. To finally say ka-chow
Ka-chow! Ka-chow!
and put this to rest. And maybe, like me, you were a part of a cult where you were pressured into believing Cars 2 was the greatest achievement in cinema history, that it single-handedly saved Pixar Studio. I really hope not. Your conscience would be clear. This video is my confession.
It's been too long since my last confession, and I'm asking forgiveness for what I'm about to do.
The truth is, I've only watched Cars 2 once in my life, when it came out first in 2011, and somehow my entire personality became devoted to spreading the gospel of its greatness. But I sat down as an adult and hoped, no, prayed that it was actually good, that the Rotten Tomatoes score was wrong, that the critic and audience scores were some kind of cruel mistake.
Are you sure about
I mean,
that?
it can't be that bad, right?
You are wrong! All of you are wrong!
I was wrong. Cars 2 broke me emotionally, mentally, and somehow physically. I now need both a therapist and a physiotherapist. For reasons I cannot explain, I've lost the ability to walk. My first question is, who in their right mind decided to turn Cars 2 into a James Bond movie? There are literal gunfights, torture scenes, and cars are actually dying.
That's him. Kill him.
Instead of Cars 2, this should have been called License to Ka-chow, or No Tires to Die. That at least would have had made some sense.
The password. I've got a little itch. Would you mind?
And somehow, the fact that anyone would trust Mater to be a spy is not even the most unbelievable part of this movie. It's not the machine guns, or that he's a better spy than Finn McMissile, who has trained his whole life. It's not that he's basically invincible and feels like he has the superstar. The most unbelievable part of Cars 2 is that Mater gets a girlfriend, Holly Shiftwell. You're telling me Mater got a girlfriend before I did?
Damn.
You'll notice I haven't even mentioned Lightning McQueen yet, and there's a reason for that. What made the first Cars movie so great was that it focused on Lightning McQueen's journey. He was the main character. Mater was just a side character. Its story was simple, yet effective. It was just about winning the Piston Cup. Unfortunately, Cars 2 is Mater's movie. I don't know what was happening at Pixar at the time, but they need to stop experimenting with drugs.
Take for granted.
The biggest issue with Cars 2 is that Lightning McQueen is pushed aside, and the races are not even the main focus. They're just a backdrop for the spy plot. This movie is 80% spy thriller and 20% racing movie. So if you love the first Cars film, congratulations, you now get 20% of that. If you're enjoying this video, smash the like button and subscribe to become a nerd. On one hand, the movie wants to be a serious political thriller about alternative fuel and oil conspiracies. On the other, it wants to be a goofy spy adventure with Mater, and a racing film with McQueen. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that Cars 2 almost broke the entire Cars franchise. Cars 2 was so poorly received that it ended Pixar's perfect run of 16 years of critically successful films. You could say it only took one ka-chow to destroy Pixar's empire. If I had to compare Cars to another franchise, I would compare it to Rocky and Creed. At their core, they're sports movies about boxing and overcoming obstacles to become the best. Now imagine if they suddenly introduced secret agents, and Rocky became an undercover operative, infiltrating the Russian government, while he was fighting Ivan Drago. It would be absurd. That's what they did with Cars 2 basically. Watching Cars 2 now, I was bored and annoyed for most of the movie, because they made Mater so over the top that it nearly ruined his character. You could argue he became the Jar Jar Binks of the Cars universe.
God!
And as a kid, I felt sympathy for Mater. but as an adult, I think he should answer for his crimes against humanity. Now don't get me wrong, Mater is a fun character, but this film turns him into the worst possible best friend for Lightning McQueen. He constantly humiliates and embarrasses McQueen, and I'm honestly shocked the film expects us to feel sorry for Mater. I would have blocked him for life after what he pulled with Francesco Bernoulli.
Lightning McQueen's girlfriend. She's a big fan of yours.
Hey, Mater's prone to exaggeration. I wouldn't say she's a big fan.
You're right. She's a huge fan.
Got him!
If I tried to list everything bad Mater did in Cars 2, this would turn into a 4-part docu-series. The highlights include wandering into a woman's restroom, causing McQueen to lose a race, getting a bomb strapped to him, and being tricked into bringing it to McQueen. He might actually be the worst friend in cinematic history. Instead of stopping an assassination attempt on Lightning McQueen, which is wild to even say, he nearly carries that out himself.
The bomb is on you! They knew you'd try to help McQueen!
No, I'm not okay. Stay away from me.
No, wait!
I'm the bomb.
Yes, Mater! You are the bomb!
The message of Cars 2 seems to be that we should accept our friends for who they are, instead of trying to change them, and that McQueen should embrace Mater as he is. Mater even explains why he keeps his dents, rust, and terrible hygiene. Holly and Finn offer him plastic surgery, but he refuses. He should just accept the damn upgrade. It's free.
Your dents are valuable. Really?
I come by each one of them with my best friend, Lightning McQueen.
But apparently, the deeper message is that the most incompetent among us make the greatest spies. What I really question is who Cars 2 was even made for. Every character feels like they're in their own completely different genre. For example, you have Finn McMissile, basically Spider-Man in a car body, doing his own action movie. Then you've got Mater, starring in his own romantic comedy with Holly. Lightning McQueen is on his own side story, in a racing movie, to stop Sally from falling in love with Francesco. Instead of a cohesive story, it feels like 3 separate films stitched together. If anything, Cars 2 proves that Mater might actually really be an idiot for breaking Pixar.
Idiot? Is that how you see me?
That's how everyone sees you.
Got him!
On the bright side, we got the wasabi scene, which is still referenced years later as one of the greatest lines of comedy of our generation.
Wasabi.
Oh, same old, same old. What's up with you? There you go. Now that's a scoop of ice cream.
Okuyami moshiagemasu.
So if you ask me, that redeems the entire film and pushes it above The Good Dinosaur. I think I'm finally ready. This is me officially renouncing my loyalty to Cars 2. I'm stepping down from the cult, handing in my Ka-Chow membership card, and accepting reality for once. And if you still believe it's a masterpiece, I respect you, but I also hope you find the strength to heal from the PTSD that Cars 2 has caused you. Get help. So what did you think of Cars 2? Was Pixar doing drugs when creating this film? Should Mater really be trusted to carry out covert operations that could affect the world order? Let me know in the comments. And remember, I'm just another nerd. Stay nerdy out there.